Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suridam Sarvabhutanam Yatramam Santim Richati. A person in full Krishna consciousness, a person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living beings, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Kirandana Sarakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Siguro Sivatapadakamanam Sigurum Vaisnavanscha Sirupam Sagrajatam Saganaratam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Ladita Sri Sakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantararagan Sanamostute Tapta Kansana Gaurangi Radhe Vindavaneshware Visavana Sudadevi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatrugircha Sakripa Sindhugircha Patitanam Pavaniyo Vaishnaviyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada in the purport says that the conditioned souls within the clutches of illusory energy are all anxious to attain peace in the material world, but they do not know the formula for peace, which is explained in this part of the Bhagavad Gita. So, Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam, that all sacrifices are ultimately to be performed for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's not going on. Naturally, so many sacrifices are being performed for fulfilling our personal interest. But such sacrifices which we tend to engage in for our own personal interest are actually not bringing benefit. It's the sacrifice to the Supreme Lord that brings actually benefit to the Lord and to ourselves. The Lord is not dependent on our arrangements, because He's Atmaram. Atmarama Samunayo. He is known to be fully satisfied within the self. He is independent. He has therefore no need for any offerings from our side. But the offerings are benefiting us. As we are making offerings to the Supreme Lord, we are benefited. And if we understand that actually the whole purpose of life is to to make offerings, to offer our entire life. That actually is the aim. That is our natural position. In the history of the world, we find that different cultures all have their saints. In the Catholic Church they have saints and they burn candles for them, and India has its santas. Saints are all over the place. In Islam they have saints, and everywhere they have saints. So the quality of saints is interesting. Because saints are not like ordinary people. Ordinary people go through so many ups and downs. Oh yes, good luck, bad luck, and and you cry. You cry with the losses and you just celebrate with profit, and that's life. But the saints are equipoised. The saints are always in a joyful consciousness, irregardless of the external circumstances, because they have a happiness from within. In all the cultures of the world, the qualities of saintliness are connected to devotees of the Lord. Why is it that the devotees are becoming saintly personalities? For one thing is that the Supreme Lord himself is saintly. Krishna has a very noble character. Krishna is described here as Suridam Sarvadehinam. He is the friend of all living beings, friend or well-wisher of all living beings. So if one becomes the servant of such a person, then one must also become the well-wisher of all living beings. And that's a huge change, because otherwise in the material world it's an elbow this way, an elbow that way, and somehow or other one has to get in front of the pack. That's what it's all about. Otherwise you're going to miss out. So by some arrangement or other. But to be the well-wisher of all living beings is truly an exalted position. That is natural for the servant of the Lord. If one becomes the servant of a particular person, then naturally whatever is important for that person, for our master, will also become important for us. So whatever values are important for Krishna will become important for Krishna's devotee. And thus the devotee automatically develops similar divine qualities as Krishna is developing. Krishna is as well-wisher of all living entities. I think that is something highly significant, because at least in my own life, this little line of that verse has become like a major guiding principle, that I should try to be the well-wisher of all living entities. It's not always easy, but it's a meditation, it's in the forefront, it's it's a way of life, not just in what we eat, but in all our dealings, whatever we do, to act in business also there one must keep in mind, I am the well-wisher of all living beings. I will make profit but no undue profit, because there is profit and undue profit. Some profit one deserves in business, because after all one goes through the trouble of supplying the goods, and there is a lot of work involved with that. So that time and work that one invests may be rewarded, and therefore profit is appropriate, but undue profit, more than is necessary, that's where cheating kicks in, that's where greed comes in.